Good day and welcome to the Dream 11 T-10 cricket competition. We come to you live from Sabina Park, Kingston, Jamaica. It's the battle of the two giants, Surrey Risers, led by Chadwick Walton, versus the Middlesex Titans, led by Krishmar Santoki. Earlier we had the toss, which was won by Chadwick Walton. And for the very first time in this tournament, 28 matches to be exact, a team has won the toss and will be batting first. Let's take a look at the starting 11 of both teams quickly. We have for the Surrey Risers, led by Chadwick Walton, Delbert Gale, Sadiq Henry, Akeem Fraser, Sheldon Cottrell, Kashane Roberts, Ricardo McIntosh, Lloyd Gould, Christopher Powell, Warren Campbell, and Gordon Bryan. That sums up the 11 for the Surrey Risers. And for the Middlesex Titans, we have Wayne Davis, Tina Osborne, Brian Buchanan, Tristan Coleman, who will be wicket keeper today, and Ramon Francis, Shavoni Grant, Brian Clark, Jamie Merchant, Krishmar Santoki, the captain, and Jamie Morgan and Errol Thomas. Once again, Chadwick Walton has won the toss and will be batting first. Bright and sunny conditions here at the Sabina Park. My name is Jordan Wright. It is 31 degrees Celsius. Earlier we stated that rain was forecasted, but thus far we haven't seen any indications of such. To pick up things from the Courtney wall to end will be the captain himself, Krishmar Santoki, someone who has played international cricket and domestic cricket, franchise cricket, played for the Guyana Amazon Warriors in the CPL, the Mumbai Indians, the West Indies, with a left arm action. To pick up things will be Santoki. On the line there of middle stump, the defender there, no chance of a run. So we have a long off in play. Gould and McIntosh will be opening the batting for this Risers team. Santoki on the line of leg stump. That one goes through the square leg region. Leg by signal there by the umpire. If you're just joining us, we had a game earlier where the Surrey Kings defeated the Cornwall Warriors by some 24 runs. That ball there by Santoki. We're yet to see a run so far from the over, just a leg by. Santoki has and see, so pretty much tidy over so far from Santoki. Appeal there by Santoki. Not out, says the umpire. There's no DRS available. Wait on the replay to see. You start to feel that that was missing leg stump. That was on the line of leg stump. Score still is 1 for without loss. Nicely played there and brilliantly fielded. They go through for the first run off the bat. Here ends over number 1. The score is 2 without loss. So you can see a full pitch delivery there, fielded there by the fielder there in the mid-off region, who was Brian Clark. To pick up things from the media end. It will be Thomas with left arm spinner. Oh, he goes to the boundary for 4. The first one of the innings. Keen touch. Played it there through the point region, and it races away for 4. Solidly defended there by McIntosh. Thomas so far has conceded some 4 runs off his over. That one is swinged and fielded brilliantly. In the mid-wicket region was a brilliant fielding effort. That one there, the leg side, goes through. There's no chance of a run. So after conceding a boundary in his first delivery was Thomas, he has managed to find 3 consecutive dot balls. Which that one in the mid-wicket region goes down to Merchant, who fields in the long-on position. They go through for a single. The score now moves along to 7 without loss after 1.5 overs. The Risers winning the toss, electing to bat first, scoring at a rate at 3.82 runs per over. Solidly defended there, but is gold. So end of over number 2. The score is 7 without loss. The Risers going at 3.5 runs per over. McIntosh is 6 runs from 10 deliveries. Gold is yet to get off the mark in this Dream 11 Jamaica T-10 tournament. Coming to you live from Sabina Park, Kingston, Jamaica. Seemingly Santoki will not be bowling consecutive overs, as he has gone for Grant to pick up the 3rd over. A strategy we see oftentimes from captains, not to bowl out the opening pair and save them for the death. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Well fielded down there in the long off position. solidly pushed there through the point region, goes out to deep point for a run. The score now moves on to 9 without loss after over 2.2. Pretty much tidy over so far from Grant. Hits that one in the leg side. Is McIntosh. Pushes along his score to 8 now. You would relatively a slow start here by the Risers team. Perhaps in that shot a bit early was Gold, who has only managed to get 1 so far from 4 deliveries. It's high, it miscued, but it will land it safely. Grant will backpedal to get back, retrieve that one. Feeling of his own bowling. So far, tidy over, 4 runs coming from it. The score is 11 without loss. Down the leg side there, and it will race away to the ropes for 5 wides. It was on the line of leg stump and slightly deflected. Not much there that the wicketkeeper could have done. And there was no deep fine leg nor third man to cut that one off. So the Risers, they move along to 16 without loss. So the end of over number 3, the Risers, after winning the toss and electing to bat first, are 16 without loss, going at a run rate of 5.65. Gold is 2 from 5, and McIntosh is 8 from 13. Both batsmen scoring under a strike rate of 100 runs per ball in this Dream 11 Jamaica T-10, round 10, match 28. Grant has concluded his first over. He went wicketless for 9 runs. So to pick up things from the southern end would be Jeremy Merchant, right arm spin bowler. Short, backed away and played through the onside is Gold. Goes through for a single. The score now moves along to 17 without loss of the 3.1 overs. Stifled appeal there by Merchant. Perhaps there were some bat involved. Merchant there pushing that one in a more better length from the previous delivery. Short again, back to long on. Fielded there. By the fielder, who seems to be Thomas. Beaten outside the off stump there is McIntosh. Jimmy Merchant thus far has been pretty economical just conceding some 2 runs from 4 deliveries so far. That one projecting down the leg side, hit on the pad on its way through, so there's no wide. Luckily to miss out on that one was gold. A bit unfortunate one, you would have to say. He's just short. Is there a chance? He has landed safely, and they go through for 2 runs in that deep square leg region. Short out there, and it was cut off. Well fielded there. They end up over number 4. It's 20 without loss. The Risers going at a rate at 5 runs per over. Gold, 5 runs from 9 deliveries. McIntosh, 9 runs from 15 deliveries. Someone will have to take on the attack now, as you want to have a decent score on a wicket that seems to be holding up a bit, not coming through as in the first innings of the first game. We saw what the Surrey Kings did with the Cornwall Warriors in regarding using the slower bowlers, and you see that's what Santoki intend on doing. So McIntosh or goal, someone needs to get on with the scoring rate. This is a T-10 encounter. Knocked down there by the fielder in the point region. Sorry, mid-wicket region earlier, that is. Score is 22. Being there is McIntosh not having the best of days, he would have to think. Soaking up some 18 deliveries, only scoring 10 runs so far. He surely would want to get on with the scoring rate. Beaten again there. So the intent is clear from Grant. He's bowling wide outside off stump, asking to be hit through the onside, asking to hit into the wind. A tidy over thus far, just 2 runs coming from it. The score is the Risers 22 without loss after some 5 overs. Merchants will pick up things from the southern end. Ball is first over for 4 runs, no wicket. It's high. Landing safely to the fielder down not long off. They go through for a single. Pretty much a tidy, great going so far by the Titans, the Middlesex Titans. Was on the line of leg stump, and it's a 4 runs, 4 welcoming runs for the Surrey Risers. Mortal on the score from 27. It was short on the line of mid and leg stump, and it was asking for trouble. Was Merchant, and it well fielded. There is Thomas, who is in the long on position. So the risers will be keen on getting a good total to this Megasex Titans team. Full delivery there from Merchant, who has bowled some 4 deliveries in this over already, conceding 6 runs. And in a format like this, as a fielding captain, you would appreciate it. Full delivery there again from Merchant. Short. That one is hit down there to long on. Goes through for a single, is Gould. End of over number 6. The score is 29 without loss. So yet to see some fireworks, yet to see a wicket. Jamie Merchant has completed his 2 overs, none for 11, and an economy rate at 5.5 runs per over in this Dream 11 Jamaica T10 round 10 match 28. Gold is an 8 from 14, and McIntosh is 15 from 22 deliveries. Buchanan would be picking up things from the Courtney Walsh end. Brian Buchanan, that is. Will be medium pace. Well fielded, is a run out chance there. See what happened. Buchanan came in and bowled a delivery that was fielded by Santoki, and he's out, run out. It's Gold. There was something that I had to give. This is a T-10 encounter, and I get it. The bowling has been good so far and consistent. But in a T-10 encounter where you only have 60 deliveries with 37 deliveries already gone, and you only have scored 29 runs, then you know that something had to give. And Goal was making an attempt in pushing along the square, and a brilliant throw there by Santoki sends back Goal to the pavilion. The Titans has their first wicket. Henry is to the crease now. Record on the pad there is Henry. Leg by, signal there by the umpire. The score moves along to 30 for the loss of 1. Sadiq Henry is the new batsman. Right-handed batsman, that is. Oh, that's beautifully played and well fielded of his own bowling. Buchanan is still yet to concede a run from his over. You see the replay there of Buchanan doing the fielding of his own bowling. Trickle down the pad and appeal, and it's given. Buchanan gets the wicket of Henry. He was dead straight, hitting the line. You would say hitting mid the stump there. It was in a good length. And Sadiq Henry was beaten for pace. And Henry's short stay at the pavilion, at the crease rather, comes to an end. Going for a duck. Only face some 2 deliveries. The Risers are 30 for the loss of 2. Someone needs to give them the momentum and accelerate your scoring rate to get them to at least a par score. And what an over so far this has been from Buchanan. A run out from the first delivery, a leg by from the second delivery, a dot ball, and a wicket from the fourth delivery. Yet to concede a run in his over is Buchanan, and has got the prize wicket of Henry. So the crease is Delbert Gale. Play there on to the leg side. Push for 2. And they will comfortably get home. Score is now 32 for the loss of 2. It's Buchanan. Hits well through the cover region, and that will it had some stopping to it, but that still haven't stopped it from going to the boundary for a much needed boundary for the Risers. That pushes the score along to 36 for the loss of 2. It was a full delivery, and Gale opened the face of the bat and played it through the cover region nicely. And though the fielder in that extra cover region got a hand to it, it was still not sufficient in stopping it to go to the boundary. End of over number 7. It's 36 for 2. The Risers going at a run rate at 5.14. Gale is 6 from 2. And McIntosh 15 from 23 deliveries. Santoki to pick up things from the southern end. Only conceded 1 run from his first over. Looking to see how he can contribute to stifling this run rate some more. And somewhat chasing a total beyond par. He would be satisfied. Oh, that's beautifully flicked, but only to the fielder. Down there in backward of square leg. He's caught. As you see, Santoki comes up and give a full delivery. Fielder flicked it down there to backward of square leg. It was an easy catch down there. And Santoki has a wicket of his first delivery in his second spell. Santoki bowling figures 1 for 1 after bowling some 1.1 overs so far. McIntosh is back to the pavilion after pretty much pedestrian start. As you see the replay again, somewhat would have gotten off the shot as he would have liked. But Santoki is a man who has experience, who has played a lot of cricket across the world, and is no stranger to situations like these. And so far, he is delivering the goods. Wide delivery there by Santoki. The score now pushes along to 37 for 3. And interestingly, we haven't seen Chadwick Walton came to the creases yet. We know he has ferocious power and he can hit the ball a mighty long way. Played there through the cover region. Goes through for a single. The score is now 38 for 3. We know the power of Chadwick Walton, who earned his nickname here a few CPL season ago, Chadwick Walton, as Damon Martin referred to him after he teared Kesrick Williams apart, playing for the Guyana Amazon Warriors, playing against Jamaica Tallows. And also we know of his 97 runs that he had here, playing for Tallows versus Tridents. So we're not sure as to why. And he's bowled. Santoki has a second wicket in this over. As you see the leg stump disturbed there. Not much celebration from the Titans team. As this is shaping out to be when Santoki comes over, and Robert was backing off and only manages to see his leg stump being clipped there by Santoki. This must be one of the lowest totals so far of this innings. What an over this is from Santoki. 2 runs, 1 run and a wide, and 2 wickets so far. Sheldon Cottrell, the sergeant who has done many heroic works for the West Indies, is to the crease. Solidly defended there is Cottrell. Cottrell, the man who delivered West Indies in Barbados versus Ireland in that last match thriller. As you see there, defending a delivery that was on the line of middle stump. Cottrell, who has played for the Kings 11 Punjabs and the St. Kitts Nevis Patriots, who has won the recent Caribbean Premier League in St. Kitts and Nevis, is here to face up to Santoki. Flick there on the pad. No chance of a run. A very economical over so far from Santoki. Some 2 wickets, a wide and a run. Sunrisers need some form of momentum. We haven't seen that so far in this encounter between the Risers and the Titans. Swings, and luck favors the fortune. And 4 runs is signaled there by the umpire. And an over that started off so well has ended with a boundary. Santoki finished with 2 overs. As we see what happened here, Sheldon was swinging on a bottom edge down there to deep fine leg. Went for 4 runs. Santoki has finished with 2 overs, 2 wickets for 7 runs at an economical rate of 3.50. As we see the umpire signal the power play, the batting mandatory power play. The Risers are 42 for 4 after some 8 overs, going at a rate of 5.25. Cottrell is 4 runs from 4 runs from 3 deliveries, and Gale is 7 runs from 3 deliveries. Buchanan to pick up things from the Courtney Walsh end. Hits high. Goes all the way for 4 runs. Much needed 4 runs here for the Risers. This is Gale hit that one over the mid-wicket area. Goes for a 4. Short over the leg side, and it goes all the way for a much needed 4. Is this the over that will help the Risers for much needed runs? Buchanan has conceded 2 boundaries already of his over, and Gale pushes along to 15 from 5. Decent strike rate, going at 300 runs per ball. Buchanan runs away from the Courtney Walsh end. Oh, that's a full toss. And that's gone for 4. Delbert Gale making an impact here, as that one was hit over the long on boundary and went for 4. 54 into over number 9. What can Buchanan do here? He has already leaked some 12 runs. There's a full toss there. Hit on the pad. A chance of a run out. Probably a direct hit would have been much closer. Leg by signal there by the umpire. The score now motor along to 54. 55 for 4 after some 8.4 overs. Buchanan has bowled some 1.4 overs, conceding 18 runs already. Scottrell, and he hits, and it's straight, and it goes all the way for a much needed 4 by the sergeant himself, Cottrell. This over has cost some 17 runs already. Much needed runs by the Risers. Cottrell, who got the name Sergeant for his salute, who is a member of the Jamaica Defence Force, who when he takes a wicket, he has his salute, backs away to the leg side, no contact made there. As I was still a wicket, he gives a salute. And he was once here in Sabina Park watching on duty, watching cricket at the same time. And a few years later, he would have been wearing the maroon colors. So far, Delbert Gale is 19 runs from 7 deliveries at a healthy strike rate of 271. 4 fours he has contributed to the innings already. And of course, Brian Buchanan, who was expensive in his last over, has finished for his 2 over, 1 for 22, going at an economy rate of 11 runs per over. This last over, I'm sure that the Rise's team would want to capitalize and get as much runs needed, but entrusted to not make that happen for the Titans, it will be Thomas. It will be Thomas to pick up things from the southern end. He runs away from us. Short. Hits high. It's high. It's a chance. Chance. Taken! He was running all the way from deep mid-wicket, almost to mid-wicket. And a lovely catch there taken. He had a good ground to cover, but it's always easy running towards the ball than running backwards, and that helped. And Thomas has a wicket on his first delivery, and Delbert Gale has to go back to the pavilion. 19 runs from 8 deliveries. The Surrey Risers are 59 for 5 after 9.1 overs. Cottrell hits and hits back straight over the bowler's head. Score is 60 now for the loss of 5. The Surrey Risers going at a run rate of 6.43 in this Dream 11 Jamaica T10 round 10 match 28. So let's say good afternoon to all the members of the Jamaica Cricket Board, all the diplomats. Short. And Campbell, who is the new batsman, made no contact. White signal there by umpire. Warren Campbell is the new batsman. There's a shot there. There's no chance. And it crashes into the stand. It's a 6 for Warren Campbell. Much needed runs here for the Surrey Risers. As you see, that one was short and he just wrapped back and hit it over the long off boundary. Wide again, signal there by umpire. Thomas just probably straying a bit, wanting to close things well. Short, hit high, chance, and Toki takes it. And after a quick cameo, fiery quick 6 runs there by Warren Campbell, he has to go back to the pavilion. Really and truly, it was a short delivery, but it was probably came off the toe of the bat. And Santoki running backwards took a very good catch. To the crease is Powell Thomas, who has bowled 1.4 overs so far. Has had 2 wickets for 14 runs. Cottrell hits it straight down the ground. Fielded there by the fielder who is on the long on boundary. Pretty much tidy over so far, eventful one as well. Wicket first ball, but then we had a run and a wide, 6 a wide, a wicket and a run. Can you finish the over strong? I'm sure that Powell will be aiming to get a 6 to close off at least at 75. He chips down the wicket, hits high, skies it, and not only skies it, but it will go away for 4 through the deep extra cover region, and the Surrey Risers will close off their innings. As you see, replay here, he chips and he hits, not where he would have intended, but he got bat and ball, and it went all the way over deep extra cover for 4. The Surrey Risers has finished at 73 for 6. That means that the Middlesex Titans will need a 74 from their 60 deliveries, and an asking rate at 7.40. Join us momentarily from now as we picked up the second innings of this encounter between the Middlesex Titans and the Surrey Risers. Welcome each and everyone back to this Dream 11 Jamaica T-10 League. Come to you live from Sabina Park. If you're just joining us, the Surrey Risers won the toss and for the very first time elected to bat first, made 73 runs. And now the Titans will be in pursuit of 74 runs and victory to get points, much needed points in this league. Bright and sunny conditions here as we in Sabina Park. We come to you live from Kingston, Jamaica. To open up the batting for this Middlesex Titans is Brian Clark, former Jamaica Defence Force officer, and Wayne Davis. Both batsmen we know can be explosive. To pick up things is Powell. Runs away, bowls, dabs that one through the cover region. No chance of a run is Clark. 7.4 runs, 7.5 runs required is the run rate. So not much needed calculated risk. You just want to pick the gaps, take your singles, your ones and your twos, and get the odd boundary and keep the scoring board ticking, because you see what happened earlier with the Cornwall Warriors soaking up a lot of dot balls and building scoreboard pressure, and it was too late to be completed at the end. Beautiful delivery there, goes through to the wicket keeper. Lovely bounce there from Powell, and a good carry to the wicket keeper. It's always something good to see and hear when a pace bowler use the ball and hit the gloves of the wicket keepers. Christopher Powell. Wide delivery outside of stump. Wide outside of stump. Goes through without any contact. Titans are yet to get a run on the scoreboard. Clark has faced some 3 deliveries already. Brian Clark, who are SDC champions, national champions in Jamaica. Hit is an edge. And a brilliant effort there by the wicket keeper, but a chance goes begging. Let's see what happened here. It was a tick outside edge, and it was dropped. And in those cases, you would want your wicket keeper to be holding on to those. It was not so much of a difficult chance. How costly will that catch be? That was dropped. Clark struggling with his timing. Has soaked up some 5 dot balls already in this run chase. So you see Powell getting some pace here. That catch should have been taken. And that completes a maiden over, the first in this tournament. Christopher Powell, congratulations to you, sir. The first maiden over in this Dream 11 Jamaica T10 tournament has been bowled by Christopher Powell. And Brian Clark has soaked up some 6 dot balls. The Titans are yet to get off the mark. After over number 1, it's none for none. The Titans need another 74 runs from 54 deliveries and an asking rate of 8.22 overs. And I got to say, maximum respect and credibility must be given to the media team here and the statisticians. They have been tremendous so far. And I want to commend the entire media team for the outstanding work that they have been continuously doing. We haven't seen any sign of Cottrell as yet, who is normally known to open bowling attacks. We didn't see Chadwick Walton bat either. So probably a bit of changes as we see him making some indications from the mid-wicket region in his field placement, sending mid-wicket a bit squarer. So Campbell will take up things from the Courtney Walsh end, another dot ball. So we have seen some 7 consistent dot balls so far. So if it was the first maiden, then automatically this would be the most dot balls I've ever bowled consistently in this tournament so far. This would be encouraging, pleasing for the Risers team, especially going into the final phase of this glorious tournament. Works that one off the legs to the backward of square leg. Goes through for their first run. So the Titans have opened their account with a run. Clark, who has soaked up some 6 dot balls already, would be eager to get off the mark. Clark shows his intent to move across the off stump, seemingly anticipate the bowler to bowl away from him as you see a wind blowing across the venue. Clark swings and no contact. So his intent is clear. He will be hitting against the wind by all indications. If he goes leg side, the wind will help him. Swings and no contact. But however, it races away for 4. Four runs signaled there by the umpire, so he got some edge onto it. Not where he intended it to go. But Brian Clark will welcome 4 runs nevertheless. The Titans need another 69 from 50 deliveries. Clark swings, makes no contact, and he races away to the ropes again. Interestingly, 4-run signal there by the umpire. It's really interested to see what the replay shows. My apologies, may have took some deflection along the way. Brian Clark, after soaking up some first 6 dot balls, is 8 from 9. He swings this time, makes contact, backward of square, and it goes all the way for 4. Welcoming runs here for Brian Clark. After conceding some 6 deliveries without scoring in the first over, he pushes himself onto 12. As you see, the sweep shot there coming out over the square leg, over into the ropes for 4. The Titans now need 61 from 48. End of an expensive over from Campbell. 13 runs coming from it. The Titans are 13 without loss. After over number 2, chasing, needing another 61 runs from 48 deliveries and an asking rate of 7.62. So we will see Sergeant Sheldon Cottrell to pick up things from the Courtney Walsh end. Sorry, the southern end, that is. Some pace there, work that way through the slip region, goes down to third man. And they come through for a run. The score now moves on to 14. 14 without lost. So Sheldon Cottrell, who is a West Indian fast bowler, coming in with some experiences on his belt, comes in and banks that one short, and it's hit in the air to the mid-wicket region, deep mid-wicket, and there goes for a run. The score is 15 now without lost. This will be a tricky run chase, you would have to reckon. Small targets can be very tricky. Sheldon Cottrell, who is a Jamaican. Short. Hits in the air to square leg region. There's no one there. They only get one run. Pushing on, the Titans scored to 15 runs. 16 rather. Sheldon Cottrell, who played his last ODI one-day international match for West Indies in July versus Australia. And his last test was all the way back in 2014. Cottrell again. Short on the leg side. Pulls that one backward off square. Is Clark, who moves on to 14. The Sergeant, as we were giving some stats, who played his last test match in 2014. So right hand bat, left arm, medium pacer, 32 years old, who has done some tremendous stuff for regional cricket and franchises across the globe. Runs away from us at the media center end. A slow delivery there. Outside off stump, asking the batsman to hit into the wind. Cottrell, who is T20 figures, his bowling average at 21.7, has played some 123 matches, getting 152 wickets. So relatively some great experience he has in white ball cricket. Short, bang that one in, and Davis, who ducked out of it, a tidy over from the Sergeant. 4 runs coming from his first over. As you see the short delivery there, well-directed bouncer, as they would call it. The Titans are 17 without loss after over number 3 with an asking rate of 8.14. So far, Clark has scored some 14 runs, has hit some 3-4s after conceding a maiden over in the first over. Wayne Davis has been the more quiet one, scoring some 3 runs from 4 deliveries at a striking rate of 75 runs. So we were speaking on Sheldon Cottrell